everybody, Carla here, and I first of all want to thank everybody who left a suggestion on my wall or my Facebook fan page or here down in the YouTube videos. I mean, these suggestions were awesome. They ranged from YouTube videos that I should watch to actual recipes from people, and it's just I am overjoyed. Thank you so much. I do want to talk about kind of what I was feeling yesterday when it came to actually making that request. And I have to say that I had to slap myself on the hand because I feel like my perfection was sneaking back in there. When you start any new endeavor, you feel like I've got to get this perfect. I've got to make this perfect before I make the jump. Now, if you look at my videos, then you saw that when I transitioned from the juice fast to raw foods, there was no plan to it. It was just my body and my intuition saying, no, it's really time for you to stop juicing and to move on to raw foods. And when I did that, I can say that I was a little bit, but in truth, you kind of just got to go with it. So there's no plan, there's no perfection when it comes to doing something that you just know you should do for yourself. You have to celebrate the imperfection because the imperfection is what moves you forward. If you get stuck in that perfect place or trying to make things perfect before you make a jump, you won't make the jump because nothing's ever perfect. And to learn that for myself as a Virgo is huge. For example, ever since I have been using the camera on my Mac as opposed to the flip cam that I had that unfortunately died on me, I have seen that there's an issue with the video lining up with the sound. And the Virgo in me is screaming. I go, oh my God, it's not perfect. I put this product out there, or I'm looking at the product before I actually upload the video. I'm like, really, heart palpitations, breathing into paper bag because I don't want something that I put out there to be less than 100%. However, a friend of mine, Adrian Ashley, says it's all about progress, not perfection. If I don't put the videos out there, then that's my accountability that's lost for the day. That's somebody that needs to connect with this video today that doesn't get to see it, all because the video doesn't match up to the sound. It's such a small thing. It's something that I'll get fixed, but it's such a small thing for me to hesitate on. When it comes to raw food, I thought about being vegan. I remember having a conversation with a really good friend of mine around this time 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And he said, don't wait if you want to really do this. We had this long, drawn-out conversation over a few days about veganism. And he said, if you really want to do this, don't wait until the new year. Just go ahead and get started. I was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. I'm just going to go ahead and get started eating this way because it's what makes sense to me. It's what feels right. Years later, I still hadn't jumped into it. But when you think about it, and when I really took a moment to think about it this morning, I have been plant-based. I have been living this plant-based lifestyle for more than half of this year. I've done 2 juice fasts, both more than 40 days each. Plus, I mean, even if I wasn't always vegan, the majority of the time I was. So even when you don't think about it, you started this journey and it's not perfect. Every once in a while you throw some French fries in there. Every once in a while you have a bag of Fritos or what have you. But if the majority of your decisions align with this new way that you want to be, then just be that. It's not going to be perfect. It's December, so it's all that time to start thinking about, oh, yay, it's the new year. What are my New Year's resolutions going to be and all of that? And no, go ahead, start now. Start right now. If you are excited about raw food or you're excited about juicing or any of those things that you've watched in the video, mine or anybody else's, and you say, hey, I'd like to introduce some more carrots into my daily intake. Beautiful. Go ahead and have a carrot right now. Really. If you're watching this video late and you're like, that's right, I've been kind of thinking about starting that new exercise program. Awesome. Why wait until January 1st? Get up right this very second and go for a walk. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do some crunches, do some jumping jacks. You can do that right where you are. Start now, because it's not about being perfect. And when you talk about, working out or anything, it's not about signing up to get the new P90X2. It's not about going to the gym and signing up for that perfect trainer, or getting on the elliptical, or making sure that you have the perfect playlist. It's not about when you talk about eating raw food, it's not about, well, I've got to align all these perfect recipes and I've got to get a dehydrator and a Vitamix, and Carla said to use the Breville, and no. It's not about that. It's about going to the store or using what you have in the refrigerator right now and eating something that's raw. That's it. I was making this so hard. I was making this so complicated and feeling like I didn't have all these things prepared, when in all actuality, I do. I've got stuff in the refrigerator now that I eat that's raw. I have my Breville juicer on my countertop, cleaned and ready for juice. I'm ready. And it's not perfect. It's nowhere near perfect. But that's okay. That's what's so awesome about it, is that I can stumble my way through this, and knowing that I have stumbled my way through this has already gotten me to this point where I've already lost the weight. A lot of it anyway, where I've already made the strides and formed the habits. And, that's awesome to think about. To think about the fact that it didn't have to be this regimented way of doing things and starting things perfectly and ending things perfectly. Or what? Chuck the perfection and just go for it. If it's what you really want to do. If you want to be raw today. If you want to be vegan, where you have cooked foods, be vegan today. If you want to exercise more, or you want to start your business, or any of those things, do that. Today, you have everything you need, because you've already decided here that that's what you want. You want to quit smoking? Quit smoking today. Start. It's not going to be perfect. And that's what's beautiful. I'll see you guys tomorrow.